Is Virginia Beach the friendliest city on the East Coast? Let's talk about it. Hey, welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Dan Inman. This is the Living in Coastal Virginia channel. And we talk everything live, work, play of the coastal Virginia area. That's Norfolk, Chesapeake, Virginia Beach, and the surrounding cities. Do me a huge favor at the end of this video, if I've done a good job, hit that like button. And if you'd like to see more content like this, you can hit subscribe with the bell notification to be notified when we drop new content, both Mondays and Fridays. And as much as I like to make these videos, I'd love to help you with your real estate needs. I work on the real estate side, my wife works on the mortgage side, and we help make that process as smooth and seamless as possible, making that transition in or out of the area. So let's talk about the friendliest place on the East Coast. One of the things I found here moving to the coastal Virginia area, Virginia Beach, Norfolk area, is that when I first came here in the military about 15 years ago, I immediately felt welcome. Just about everybody here is really nice. There's tons of military in the town. It's a very beachy coastal vibe, except for when you get into Norfolk, which feels more like a downtown area. And so you're gonna get like more of an old city vibe. But Virginia Beach specifically feels like a beachy kind of surfer town. And that's exactly where we're at today, is in the Vibe District, right outside the North End Bag Company. Right down the street here is Three Ships Coffee. Got a little pottery place down the street here. It's really cool. People have been going and coming all throughout this entire process. Everybody's super friendly, everybody smiles, everybody waves. If you've ever seen like the Jeep wave, where people like wave to people that are driving Jeeps, I find that kind of be, like a social experiment where I would just kind of wave at people to see if they would wave back. And that's definitely true here. Like I said, it's a hugely military area. There's 3 major bases. It's the biggest population of military probably in the United States, maybe even the world. So lots of people that have like I love jet noise. There are military discounts everywhere, and there's some jet noise coming right now. Yeah, besides military town, I would say Virginia Beach is a very outside-oriented area. Obviously, you have the beach, you've got First Landing State Park, you've got Back Bay National Refuge, Mount Trashmore. Virginia Beach is highly outdoor-oriented. The other thing that comes along with that is pets. Just about everybody I know that lives here has a pet, and so people are out walking their pets, people are out running, people are out doing sports, people are out doing wakeboarding, they're doing surfing, they're doing paddleboarding, and so it's super community-oriented. Another thing to just note about like the community of Virginia Beach is there's probably someone here that can fit into your tribe, right? We have in southern Virginia Beach, you've got the country with farmers and equestrian lifestyle. In northern Virginia Beach, you've got really high-end homes and luxury shopping. You also have middle of the ground, you've got surfer community. We're here in the Vibe District right outside of Beachboro and Shadowlawn, which is a fantastic little, you can live over there, walk over here to do shopping, walk to the beach. There's probably a little bit of something for everybody. The other thing I'll mention is that Virginia is technically in the south, and southern hospitality reigns here, right? A ton of the architecture here has those deep southern front porches, which is made so that you could sit on your front porch, say hi to your neighbors. So when you have an 8-foot, 10-foot deep front porch, the tendency to sit out there and wave to the neighbors and take a second, stop and say hello, common, no matter where you are in Virginia Beach, Norfolk, or Chesapeake. Another thing with just being friendly, and I think is just kind of follows in line with this line of thinking, is local businesses, right? Now, Virginia Beach is not immune to having chain restaurants, and I'm not, I'll go to the Cheesecake Factory every now and then, or Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. But Virginia Beach has a ton of small businesses. We're right outside the North End Bag Company, which makes like handcrafted canvas, wax canvas, and leather bags. And the people here want to get around and support those local businesses. There's also a farmer's market right here in the Vibe District that happens every single weekend, so you can support and get that local produce, which is higher in nutrition and supports those local farmers. So the idea, or the community that comes around and supports those local businesses, is definitely a value ingrained here in Virginia Beach. There are two notable mentions I think are worth talking about here, and one is Virginia Beach was actually ranked as the safest large city in America last year and several other years ranking, which is super cool, which means that you can come here, you can get high quality schools that are ranked in this public school, and being a large city that is the lowest crime per population in America. Secondly is that on several different charts, and I'll put a link here, and here, or Sean will put them over my face as I'm talking here, is that consistently Virginia Beach has ranked in the top quarter or even top fifth of the happiest places in America. Some of those rankings include things like amount of sunshine, unemployment, poverty rate, crime, cost of living. All of those things are kind of taken in conjunction. But being consistently ranked as one of the happiest places to live in America, I mean, you can't go wrong there, right? And that happy people make friendly people. Now, obviously, with me being the lead on the real estate side of the team, I'm out showing homes every single day. And many times what we'll do after we're showing a house and say somebody really likes it, I'll take the time and I'll go and I'll talk to a neighbor, or I'll introduce the people that are looking at writing the offer. I have never once had someone that wasn't willing to take the time and talk to me about the neighbor, talk about the crime, talk about what's going on, talk about the local associations. Just about everyone that we've had the opportunity to stop and ask about where they live, people say they love it. They love living here. They love the safety. They love the community-oriented feel. Their families feel safe. It's highly walkable. Those all things come into just like, are the locals friendly? Heck yeah. I would say the only thing that I would say, maybe, and Sean can maybe pip in on this, is people get a little irritated at the visitors. Virginia Beach oceanfront is a highly visited vacation area for a lot of the surrounding cities. So there's a little bit of irritation that comes with say the busyness of summertime. Would you agree with that, Sean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but it's even then. You can go down to the oceanfront. Again, walk up, just do like the Jeep wave or hi, or say some people. Some people are obviously going to look at you like weird and funky, but most people would just wave right back. How are you doing? Oh, I'm doing great. How about you? Right? That's super normal here. I would say really the only thing or only time that I don't necessarily feel welcome is during traffic time. But who does, right? Nobody is their best self during traffic. And although we do have congestion here and have some traffic, especially during peak times in the morning and the evenings, and maybe on Sundays when people are leaving the oceanfront, you get the occasional last-minute Larry that goes to the end of the line and cuts you off. Nobody likes that person, just as much as nobody likes to have the person that sits there in the left-hand passing lane and goes, the speed limit. That's a passing lane. Move over, Grandma. Obviously, if you use us to move in or out of the area, like say you're relocating, we're going to put you into our private Facebook group, and you can put any questions you have in there about local eats, restaurants, clubs. There's a North End Running Club that's here locally. And you can have opportunity also to win some local giveaways. Soon after this shooting, Sean and I are probably going to go next door and do a really quick, shoot of 3 Ships Coffee and do a giveaway, but that's going to be exclusive in the group. So, another reason to reach out to us for your real estate needs. But people in there are always answering questions about what it's like to live in the area. What kind of bug service do you use? How do I get rid of this weed? Anything that you would do moving into the area and need help with. And another reason that I think that we live in a very friendly area. Nobody is really related in that group, and everybody is willing to share and be friendly. I have always, for the last 15 years that I've lived here, have always felt welcome. Never felt in a position where I didn't feel like people were friendly or willing to talk to you. So is Virginia Beach one of the friendliest cities, or the friendliest city on the East Coast? I think so. I love it here, and I wouldn't move for the world. So if you're looking at making that transition, give us a ring. Again, as much as we like making this content, we'd love to serve you in your real estate needs, whether that's buy or sell, invest, or refinance. Yeah, if I've earned it, hopefully I have. Hit that like button, consider subscribing, and until next time, take care. And until next time, check you later.